shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Out to the wing. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Gibson against Kuzma. Now here's James. A 29-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Unloads from 13. They get it again. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Los Angeles now. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Very tough loss to them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Okogie, he's covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. The shot is good off the backboard.
And for taller players, the mid-range shot will be there. Ingram well served to knock it down.
To the left wing. Here's Gibson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Los Angeles inside. Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Kuzma's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Towns against McGee. Towns down low. Rebound the Lakers.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possessed.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And looking deeper at some postseason numbers, here's a look at the distribution of three-point and two-point shot attempts for the Lakers.
And not too much leaning in either direction. They take shots from range, they take it inside, not getting locked into one pattern, and I think that's one reason why they have such a good flow offensively.
Okogie is covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. Lakers leading by 3. To the paint, Towns with the steal. Okogie, good on the three-point shot. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Pass the ball. He kicks to Ingram. It's rebounded by Towns.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Gibson. Second shot opportunity. He can't get it to go. Good D by LeBron. Kuzma with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Ingram passes to Kuzma. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Rose against Ball. 13 feet away. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The pass to Kuzma. McGee up top. James looking around. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
And you live with that. Ball has to keep hitting these contested jumpers.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Luke Walton. DA?
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players, get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Passes it to Rose. In the corner, it's Wiggins. To the wing right side. And too long on the shot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Ball, the pass to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they've built. They really captured the momentum.
Now here's Rose. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Wiggins kicks to Towns. Shoots over McGee. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 6.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here is McGee. Boy, was he something else against Dallas.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Towns down low, guarded by McGee, and it goes down 2 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
James against Wiggins. And here is Ingram. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. C-Web, usually rookies take more threes as they grow in the NBA. That has not been the case for Brandon Ingram.
Well, Ingram went the opposite way, taking less threes. If you think about it, he focused more on slashing and mid-range shots, and I think it's worked for him. He settled less, and he took a big step forward in his offensive development because of it.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays, as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Well, it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be 2 sides. This is a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioned out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they would be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
Rose, no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Down low. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless, and this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. Looking at the numbers for James, coming off a terrific season. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 9 assists and 8 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Teague finds Towns. Back to Teague. And the rejection by LeBron.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror when you're drawn to the hole.
The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Teague. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
Here's LeBron, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Rondo against Teague. Top of the key, Rose. The jump hook, and it's good for 2. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose, able to hang and finish with the defender looming.
Hart the pass to LeBron, and the shot goes in. James has got 8.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Pass to Towns. Wing shot on the way. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Rondo dishes to James. And the rejection by James. And stolen by LeBron.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
First trip to the line for him here.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, do you think hustle is a skill? And if you do, or want to even tackle that, who are some of the guys that you think hustle is as much as any players in the league?
Not only is hustle a skill, but your motor and hustle is the most underrated skill in basketball, I believe. Think about Draymond Green's impact in Oakland.
Yes.
What he's done for that team. How about a Patrick Beverly, a Marcus Smart, a Kawhi Leonard? These guys definitely can change the pace of the game, especially in the playoffs where every possession matters and the fans are hung on every movement that you do. The fans are waiting and anticipating every play, and all they want is someone to do something so they can get up and get excited. Well, nothing gets a crowd more excited than diving on the floor, saving a possession for your team, you getting a layup on the other end, and these are the guys I would bet first that would make a play like that happen.
Skill indeed. Good point.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Rose kicks to Teague. Back to Rose. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Towns has got 13.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
LeBron against Jang. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Hart. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Stevenson outside. Off target from three-point range.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at taking it strong and picking up the foul.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jones against Rondo. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Over Jones. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Listen, early on taking the lead, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Hart is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's McGee in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fades and shoots. Rebound by Rose. Timberwolves trail by 9. Tolliver the pass to Towns. McGee with the block. It's stolen by Rose. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Lance Stevenson. There's the pass to Jang. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down to single digits, and a much-needed basket there from Derrick Rose. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. Knocks down the 3-ball. James has got 17 now.
Oh, that's just great judgment right there from James. He has a firm understanding for when to let it fly.
And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Ball's checked in for the Lakers. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jones. That's tipped.
A solid shot blocker at his position. Ball's length, it allows him to make a difference on this end.
Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. James outside. Shoots from the high post. Again, Los Angeles. Jones with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wiggins outside. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Ball. Fast break. The Lakers. Hart the pass to James. Here's the floater. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Masterful at timing, when to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right positioning.
Kicks it to Jones. Six on the shot clock. Takes the three. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
LeBron.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
Passes it to Ball. Back to LeBron. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, and they have dialed it up a notch here, really battling to extend this run.
Okogie, he's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jones. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lakers leading by 19. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Minnesota on D. Ball dishes to James. He kicks it to Ingram. From the line, and there's another one for the Lakers.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Gibson. Over Ingram. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Utah Jazz. The drive by James. Rebound by Jang.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. 6 to shoot. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeding up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He's off on the second. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement, and I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to lead and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, and they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kev. The NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Teague, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And let's check out some stats for Ingram. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
Now, here's Kuzma. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for LeBron.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Now Ball. Following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Ingram kicks to James. Over Jang, and there's another one for the Lakers.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
And there's the pass to Teague. And that one, good.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now here's Ingram. 10 points for him. Kicks it to LeBron. Over Jang, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. LeBron's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
And that one is good. 6 points for him.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Lakers leading by 19 points. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 29 in the game.
Determination and focus inside. Not a lot you can do against James once he gets the ball right there.
Okogie, he's covered by Ingram. And there's the feed to Jang over James. The putback. That one no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Passes to Caldwell Pope. James up top, puts it up. Minnesota with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
It's deflected. Pass to Kuzma. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, all you have to do is lob it up to James. His timing on these alley-oops, incredible.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Wiggins. Jang misses off the left iron. And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looks like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was dissed for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Feeds to Ingram. Yep, it counts. Ingram's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Wiggins inside the line. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now here's Teague. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Teague kicks to Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need. Now, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Now Teague. Pass to Wiggins from 13. That one's not going to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Lakers on top, just dominating this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
This is how you know the king is not playing with you. LeBron taking over the first half, wanting to leave nothing to chance. Just dominate, baby. Just dominate. His athleticism at his size and this far in his career, remarkable.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A. Over.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent, comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. LA has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Rose. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 11 points in the game. Lakers leading by 22. Ingram outside. He kicks it to James. From down in the low post, it goes. James has got 35.
I like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Gibson against Kuzma. Lets it go from 11. No good from Gibson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
Oh, this is the unselfishness ball brings to the table, the definition of a pass-first point guard.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Towns. He's got 15. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Ball against Rose. Back to Ball. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shoots from 8. Makes it off the glass. 37 points for LeBron.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Can they get it? And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Karl Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers, and his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
And Towns drops them both.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. And Stevenson kicks to McGee. Shoots over Towns. And again, it's the Lakers.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here is Rose. 6 points for him. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Taj Gibson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Here we go, one-on-one. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Stolen by Ball. Up top, Kuzma. The pass to Ball. Floats one up. Puts it up from 15. Again, Los Angeles.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Rose. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got 8 points.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Here's Hart. He feeds it to Stevenson. Wiggins with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that matchup with the Kings, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Minnesota making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Now here is McGee. He has 6. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Rose. Dishes to Jones. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot. And that one's good. Wiggins. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Here's Kuzma following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Tries it from the top of the key. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 10 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to take a look at the numbers for Stevenson. Last season's performance for him. He was around 9 points per last year. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Pass to Rondo. Here's Hart. He's covered by Rose. Hart kicks to Stevenson. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Rondo kicks to Hart. Pass to Stevenson. Over Wiggins. Stevenson can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Rondo against Jones. The pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Rondo looking around. Here's Hart. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's blocked by Stevenson. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Los Angeles on D. Wiggins right side. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Hart. Kicks to Stevenson. Wiggins with the block, and he recovers it. And good that time. And it's 6 points for Lance Stevenson.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
And Teague, here we go. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
The Timberwolves have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And so he hits both.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
Rondo finds Stevenson. Back to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Passes to Rose. And Teague has it in the corner. Teardrop shot. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hart. He's covered by Rose. Hart the pass to Stevenson. Out to the wing. Rondo against T. The drive by Rondo. Drops in the tray. Kuzma's got 7 points for the quarter.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch four. That makes him very valuable.
T kicks to Rose. The kick out to T. Stolen by Stevenson. Unloads from 13. Hits the front of the rim and out. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. Every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive showing.
The first free throw is good. Taj Gibson's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. And then for Los Angeles, LeBron, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. And so T gets 2 free throws. Lakers leading by 23. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Over Gibson. James misses. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Rose. From the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest. Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
Both free throws good from Rose. Lakers leading by 21. Rondo kicks to LeBron. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Pass to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. Kept alive, goes back up. McGee's shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Teague has it in the corner. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul.
Going the other way.
Both teams will make substitutions. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Ball, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Oh, the size and skill set of Ball is unique, which is why defenders have a hard time guarding him.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
2.
That free throw missing.
And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
And the second free throw, good. And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future in the league.
Bucket is good.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Lakers leading by 20. LeBron outside. 35 seconds left in the third. Minnesota with the rebound. Rose has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. T kicks to Towns. Knocked loose. And here is Ball. 6 points for him. The pass to LeBron. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Timberwolves trail by 20, taking a look at Los Angeles. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. All out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. Rose finds Teague. Shot clock at 6. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
To the inside. The kick out to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram with the steal.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Teague. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So You have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge the shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. And Rose drops them both.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Dang. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Timberwolves. Lets it go with a 3. And there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Rose.
Yeah, and you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
Beasley against Dang. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rose looking around. Beasley against Dang. Lays it up and banks it in. Dang's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't find much better shot than that.
Ball kicks to Beasley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Last season, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect, in your opinion, so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to me. Oh, goodness. Wow.
Crazy. And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Beasley. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 21. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The 9-foot shot. Count that bucket.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. Los Angeles leading by 18. James outside, pass to Kuzma. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Minnesota making a switch here. Tolliver's checked in. That one misses. Timberwolves trail by 19. Wiggins outside. Outside, Jones. Rose against Ball. Shoots from the line. That one off the back iron and out.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to follow.
Two shot.
First one falls for him. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big men. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now. We'll look at this. And Josh Hart, you know, he's a guy that played his way into the rotation. He was the 30th pick taken overall in 2017 and ended up with a lot of minutes as a rookie.
One shot. One shot.
And Chris, with Hart, you could see the improvement in his play each time he came out onto the floor.
Oh, yeah, he's very good from 3, and he's nice on D. You know, he said himself that he doesn't want to be just a 3-point guy or a defensive guy. He wants to have all the skills. It won't be the case if he continues to improve as he has.
Ball kicks to Kuzma.
James.
Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side, Rose. Pass to Jones. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. Or if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West.
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Wiggins against LeBron, and stolen by Wiggins. 3-on-3. Clock at 6. From 20 feet out, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wasted no time on that one. 42 points for LeBron.
Now, James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Rose against Ball. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lonzo Ball picks one up. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Free throw, good, Rose. Rose hits them both. Lakers leading by 20. Hart kicks to Ball. There's the feed to LeBron. And James throws it down.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Bounce pass from Rose. Outside, Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
Now, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
Ball against Rose. Tipped away. Towns with the steal. Okogie. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
James against Wiggins. James kicks to McGee. To the middle. The kick out to LeBron. A 3-ball. 6 to shoot. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And the 3-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half. 3rd overall.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And it's Wiggins missing.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
Los Angeles leading by 23. To the paint. Ball with the bucket. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 assists.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
Outside, Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
LeBron kicks to Ball. Pass to Hart. Releases. Again, Los Angeles.
Now, this is the mindset Ball has. If you're not going to guard him closely, he'll torch you off the pass.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Rose passes to Gibson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
James finds McGee. Back to LeBron. Stripped away. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Chris, we hear the word switchability. Popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA has gone switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Your take is real interesting. So it's the Timberwolves now. Jones in the post. He's covered by Rondo. Jones, no luck.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
McGee in the high post. The pass to Rondo. Back to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Just 4 to shoot. The three from Stevenson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here is Tolliver, covered by LeBron. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. It's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Los Angeles leading by 20. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he's such an active guy, Kev. It's hard to guard Kuzma and not foul him sometimes.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's Rose in for Tyus Jones. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Josh Hart comes in for Rajon Rondo.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight, plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him, and nothing worked.
Jones against Ball. Here's Towns. That one goes in. Towns has got 36. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball with it. Stevenson outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Ball. Poked loose. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess